Angry guy here, and women are becoming homeless as men avoid them. Get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing if you already haven't done so, like the video, and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. So, women are becoming homeless as men avoid them. Let's just go ahead and jump into the very first video.
Every time I come to Walmart, the fucking prices go up. Bitch, I come shopping every 2 to 3 weeks. Tell me why this shit was literally 40 something and now it's 5.87, $8 for fucking turkey. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And am I gonna buy it? Yeah, I am.
I mean, women in Western society don't have any choice. They either have to pay these extortions by these companies or they don't eat. This is how companies have now turned out. This is how life has turned out. And women who said, I don't need no man, I could do bad all on my own. Where are they? They're on social media crying their eyes out because they can't afford food. They can't afford food. They can't afford to live. They can't afford anything. And it's a choice that they made. They chose to walk away from marriage. They chose to allow the government to become their new daddy. And they thought that they would be able to live this way forever. And they figured that, oh, well, the government will just take the wealth away from the men. If the men refuse to work, the government can't do anything. And if the government tries to force the men to work, for example, if we had a situation where they basically put us all into bondage and forced us to work, that doesn't create wealth. That's not how you create wealth. What are they going to force men to do? Work the fields? Like, that's not going to create wealth. You need various different industries, or we're going to take you out if you don't work. That's not going to create hard workers or dedicated workers. That's only going to create men who may end up basically taking themselves out, deleting themselves. The government can't really do anything other than basically trying to punish men who don't marry, and even then it'll just result in men you know cutting back entirely, claiming tax credits and going on Medicaid, picking up food stamps, living in the woods. The more they push men, the more they ostracize men, the more they punish men, the more men will just withdraw from society, and the more difficult life was going to become for women, because not only can women not find a man to marry, but it's also dissipating tax revenue and the affordable aid that naturally goes to women. And of course, these women will say, "Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't need a man." Don't forget, I made a video not too long ago where a woman basically says that women, by men avoiding women and choosing not to date, it actually hurts women and it's patriarchal and it puts women in danger. Yeah, she literally, this is the crazy logic of some women. She literally said that it is dangerous to a woman when men choose to avoid women and not date women and not marry. Like, wow. Holy cow. This shows you the mentality, guys, where it's basically you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And when more and more men see this type of delusion spilling out, this is why I call it functional insanity, where they are essentially at best functionally insane. When men see this level of delusion, men are just going to say, "Yeah, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to get myself mixed up in this. I don't want to get myself involved in this. I'm just going to walk away from this. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on my own happiness. I'm going to focus on my wealth. If I want to be in a relationship, if I want to date, if I want to do any of that, I'm going to go overseas and I'm going to find someone who is fit, feminine, friendly, and is genuinely interested in me. I'm going to spend my money over there. And I don't have to get married if I don't want to. I can find someone, multiple different women who are just happy to have a relationship with me because I'm a man of value. I am the prize." This is something that women are furious about. They are furious and men know that they are now the prize. There's no such thing as a queendom. Okay? A woman says that, a man needs to treat her like a queen, but she never says that, well, for her to be a queen, then, the man must be a king. And sometimes they'll go, "Oh, well, yes, of course, he is a king." Okay, but here's the thing. You don't tell women that women need to treat that man literally like a king. How do you treat a king? You kneel before your king. You exalt your king. You praise your king. You thank your king. You serve your king. You wait on your king. So how the heck can a woman say that she is a queen And if she is not serving her king, if she is not continuously building that king up, I mean, how exactly, what does she think this is? She seems to think that a king and a queen sit equally side by side. That is absolutely incorrect. The king sits above the queen. If you take the king off the chessboard, the game comes to an end. And modern women just refuse to accept this because they've been fed this delusion that we are equal. We can have it both. No, how can you have it both ways? How can you say that the man must do everything, but we're going to be equal? That's not equal. That's equity. Where basically you're getting special privileges and he's getting special punishments. It can't work like that. And how are you so deep in your masculine and then expect a man to be masculine? It's absolutely ridiculous.
I want to know how the hell people in Canada are even living. I generally consider myself a positive person. I'm like resourceful, but some stuff happened around the property and like, well, I know I'll never truly be homeless. Like I have family to live with and like I have options. Like I'm luckier than a lot of other people, but how the hell is anyone existing in Canada? Like I feel trapped. And like I just got a good job. I start in September, but even with that job, it pays less than 40 grand a year. And it's a job that requires like education, and even on that job, like I still can't do shit. I can't buy anything. I can't afford the rent these days. Like I'm just feeling so much despair. And I know I'm normally like really, really positive, but I'm just like, how is everyone else, and are you okay? Because the answer is probably no. And I know I'm lucky. I don't have kids. I have like good family that will support me, but I feel like I can't stay here, but I can't move anywhere else, because anywhere else I move to, I'm gonna be charging, like, the landlords are just gonna charge me like $2,500 a month in rent. Like, unless I move into the middle of literally nowhere where there are 0 jobs, and I'm just feeling really overwhelmed.
You know what's really interesting? Think about this very carefully. So let's say her rent is around $1,500 a month right now. If her rent is $1,500 a month right now, that works out to $18,000 a year. She said she's making less than $40,000, a year. So if she's making, let's say, $35,000 after taxes, she's lucky if she sees even five. She's lucky if she sees even $30,000 of that. All right. So let's say after taxes, if she's making $35,000, and after taxes, she's lucky if she sees even sees even 30,000 of that. Then consider that her rent at $1,500 a month. That's $18,000. This woman is not left with much money. She has what, like $12,000 left over after everything is said and done. Like, she is broke $12,000, and we haven't even discussed food yet. We haven't discussed food. We haven't discussed utility bills. So heating, electric, water. She better not run the AC. She better figure it out during the summertime. Summertime. Remember that song from Will Smith, "Summertime," before he became notorious for being a bad boy. And not like bad boy as in the movie, but bad boy as what he did at the Oscars. But yeah, that's a subject for another video, and that's just, guys, don't simp. Stop simping. Remember that whole thing, stop stitching, stop simping, because simping destroys lives. I've already said this, and I'll say it again, that when a simp goes to heaven, he's great. His reward is 23 Jadas, But I mean, I divest. Guys, modern day women put themselves in this situation. They put themselves in this situation, and they're going to have to live with the consequences of all of this.
How are people affording life right now?
Because I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet.
That's so hilarious, but it's true. That's what a lot of people. I said it in another video. A lot of people just living off straight credit right now. Like, how are these women surviving? They're living off credit. That's another thing, gentlemen. You need to be consciously aware of this because these women are living off credit, which means that they can't support themselves. They don't know what to do. They're literally on that struggle bus. So you get into a relationship with an American woman, she's not even gonna tell you about that personal credit debt until she's like locks you in, and she's figuring that you're gonna be the simp to pay that off for her because that's how she's eating. How is this woman eating right now? Like, ask yourselves, if she's only making, let's say, $35,000 a year, how is she eating? How is she eating? If she only has like $30,000 left over after they tax her, okay, and then after she pays her rent, right? Then how is she eating? How is she eating? What is she doing to survive? She's only has like 12,000 after she pays her rent. She only has like $12,000 left. All right, that's not counting utilities. I mean, what is she doing? What is she doing to survive? Like, she literally said, "How are people surviving out here? How is she surviving? I mean, are her parents helping her? Is she visiting food banks?" And I think she said she's about like 33 years old. Like, here's the thing. If you chose to settle down when she was 18 years old, she's not bad looking. When she was 18 years old, if she had just said, you know what, I'm going to go look for a good man. I'm going to settle down. I'm going to become a wife. I'm going to become a mother. I'm not going to have a career. Forget about the career. And I'm going to build something. She would have a good man. She would have a house. She would have a family, children. She would not be in this level of stress and debt, more than likely, because she could have chosen a good man. She could have chosen a man that had a solid income, that could provide for her, that could take care of her. She probably was on the millionaire gang thing that she was going to go and land herself a millionaire. And now look at where she is right now. And guys, it's only going to get worse from here. You see these girls, they're crying, they're screaming and hollering. They can't afford food. Yet they're on social media doing this. And then they're like, okay, forget this. I'm gonna go open up a Lonely Fans or Only Fools and make my money. And now I'm a high value woman. They don't realize that they're selling out their futures for instant gratification in the present. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing if you already haven't. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Women are becoming homeless as men avoid them. What do you guys think about everything we discussed in the video? I want to know your thoughts. Let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.